I recently had to go through a lot of photos and various old papers, and I came across something that reminded me of the encounters that I have personally had with UFOs. So I found this in a box of old newspapers and things, and it's from 1978. So look at that. And it's from a magazine called the Sunday News in New Zealand. I don't think that even exists anymore. So I will just read it to you. UFO Experts on the Job by Claire Parker. New Zealand UFO experts are investigating a reported sighting of a spaceman near Warkworth. A spaceman is said to have waved to a local farmer before disappearing in his strange craft. This contact is described in the authoritative New Zealand space magazine called Xenolog. The report says a young married couple living in an isolated area 4 miles from Warkworth have seen coloured lights on successive nights. Standing at the back door, the husband flashed a torch at one of the lights. The light descended and headed 150 feet away in a paddock. It appeared to be a round saucer shape, silver in colour, and it glowed. A door opened and a very tall person, possibly 7 foot, appeared in the doorway. The creature turned several times to show himself. The husband waved and the man in the saucer doorway waved back. The door closed and the craft suddenly flew away. This is only one of many New Zealand sightings recorded in Xenolog, and all such sightings are being recorded at a computer centre in the United States. UFO CAT at the Center of UFO Studies in Chicago now has on record 900 recent sightings of unidentified flying objects in New Zealand. News that the sightings are now on computer came when South Island ufologist and co-editor of Xenolog, Mr. Fred Dickerson, received a 20-foot-long printout of the New Zealand sightings. Information from all over the world on UFO activity is stored at the centre. Mr. Dickerson believes that the change to a computer system of cataloguing sightings will make it much easier for UFO researchers to study and relate different sightings. He said Xenolog has been the main source of information on New Zealand sightings for US researchers. The 900 listings do not yet include the reported 200 sightings which have been made during the current UFO flap in the Gisborne area. The UFO CAT computer stores the increasing number of UFO reports from countries all over the world, and entries on the UFO CAT records are reported to be growing by 10,000 each year. New Zealand is not the only country where there is a flap going on. It's increasing in Australia, Holland, France, in fact all over the world. As yet there's no explanation. It could have something to do with the new film Close Encounters, although the Gisborne flap started long before that movie came here. So my first encounter would have been about a year before this article came out, and that's probably what interested me to save it. And I've had 2 other encounters since then. But if you're familiar with my channel, you would know that my personal opinion on these sorts of phenomenon is that they are the ancient ones who are still around. But that's another story.